number. I know he still had it. No way, bro. It's 14 days, bro. He's back in 30. He's back. His energy was like contagious. Like he running in the locker room, COVID, everything. He got yelling, screaming. I'm like, yeah, he matters. Like he makes a difference for our team. When he's not here, something's not clicking. But when TA was there, he made it. Like he mattered. And then somehow he's in the locker room. He does all that. When the parade comes, he has a ride by himself because he got COVID. Like, bro, we all sick, bro, at this point.
Who cares?
Yeah, I was like, bro, there's no way I got him riding by himself now. And he just was in the locker room.
That's credit. I think that was Draymond Green was there as well. We welcome Ryan Leong to the show. Larry, you and Ryan, are you guys familiar?
I am. We're very familiar.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. We went to the same high school, by the way.
Did you really?
That's right.
I didn't know that. That's
so Ryan's older brother, Craig.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Craig played lacrosse with me at St. Ignatius.
Incredible.
And Ryan's probably 3 or 4 years younger though. What
3
are
years
you?
younger, yeah.
3 years
I was
younger.
class of 92. Were you 88, right?
88. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's
Craig was
incredible.
a year.
All right, well,
Craig was a year behind Larry at SI.
The San Francisco connection. You both are locals and then some.
And then
Ryan,
some.
you're at the scene. You're wearing a Sharks jacket, which I'm guessing is made by the starter brand. What was your reaction to the game? Anything that you caught in terms of your inside perspective? Good to see you.
Yeah, well, the thing that caught my eye was the rebounding edge. I mean, that was amazing. The Warriors just really they really stifled the Bucks, out rebounding them by 18 boards. I got a chance to ask Giannis about that, and Giannis was saying how who was it here? The Bucks player. Hold on, it was Taurean Prince was actually making a comment about how the Warriors were getting their hands on balls and they weren't, and so he was saying that was it kind of came to fruition.
Yeah, Larry brought that up like right at the beginning. There were the
Yeah.
rebounding edge. Yeah, the Warriors killed it on the glass tonight. So
yeah, and I'm surprised a guy like Giannis didn't even have 10 rebounds. Right, he finishes with 9 boards. So I always think a guy like him should at least have 10 every night.
Well, I was mentioning Ryan to Cy here about how if you look at the last handful of games, the Warriors are getting nights routinely where 7 or 8 different guys are getting 4 or 5 rebounds. And when you have team rebounding like that, it really is. It's nice because it's like it doesn't feel. It's like, hey, we're rebounding, we're dominating on the glass. They dominated on the glass tonight, but nobody had some monster 15 rebound night. So I think that bodes well actually for their chances because they're the kind of team with all the different lineups that Kerr plays that have to think team rebounding. And if they can get 7 guys, 8 guys to grab 4 or 5 rebounds every night, I think that's going to be a huge shot in the arm in their efforts to try to win.
Yeah, and then real quick, so as Cyrus knows, I help out RC Davis with the Warriors SoundCloud, which is why I'm always canvassing the visitors' locker room because he doesn't have anybody over there. But I don't mind actually because I think it's kind of cool, right? Because it's always easy to go talk. So anyway, just to explain to the audience, they're always like, "Hey, wait a minute, you're on a Warriors podcast. Why are you always talking to the visitors?" But you can glean a lot from talking to the other team, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because no offense to anybody in the Warriors, whether it's Steph or Draymond, those guys are great talkers. But it's kind of nice to switch it up and get a different perspective when you talk to the other team. And I'll tell you right now, the Bucks are in shambles. I mean, this team, has got a lot of good veteran presence, but they're pretty lost out there. In fact, Mark Spears, on a side note, was asking during the post game if he could see himself as the next Dikembe Mutombo. And what I mean by that is the next player to come from Africa to sort of be a role model. And Giannis' answer to him was, right now I'm just worried about how to get back to being a better basketball player. So, and he was saying it's funny. He was kind of emulating Jimmy Butler. He was saying he needs to find the joy back in his game, which he doesn't have right now. So,
was his brother there? We just played that clip. Someone in the chat said that Thanasis is always on the court side, sitting there, so he's near Giannis. Did you see him?
No, from what I was told, I was talking to Melanie Ricks, and she's our sideline reporter for the Bucks. Apparently, he's getting knee rehab. I think he tore his ACL, so I don't even know if he's been traveling with the team. So my guess is he's not traveling with the team because I didn't see him anywhere around the locker room.
Interesting.
So
Larry, have you ever
that could be a big difference,
Have you ever heard a story of an individual athlete who has like a support, not a support animal, not a support dog, a support human in this case. I don't know if there's a comp to this. Can you think of anyone? Like someone you're so dependent on. I'm trying to think like
Kato Kalin, maybe. Kato Kalin. OJ had Kato Kalin.
Ryan, can you think of anyone? I mean, it's so unique.
Did I tell you I played golf one time with Kato Kalin?
Not recently, but remember years ago? Was it Jack Haley that was on the Bulls? Remember him?
Yeah. No. What about him? He was tight
like
with Rodman, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was like the kind of guy that was sort of like the sort of the mascot, good luck charm on the.
Oh, like I mean, if we're just looking for like towel waving idiots, I mean ML Carr. I mean,
I didn't remember Jack Haley, but that's the one that comes out that comes to mind to me.
I mean, ML Carr used to wave that towel on the bench.
Carson Taylor dropping $4.99 in the chat, writing that the young guys are looking so good. Moses Moody gives off Clay vibes. He should be a front runner for most improved player. I'm glad he brought this up, and thank you for the donation, Carson. I've heard some other people mention this as well. Tonight's game, maybe not being the best example, but Moses Moody has had such a turnaround this season, and it happened almost immediately the moment the Warriors got Jimmy Butler. Larry, I'll start with you. Most improved player. It's a funky award to begin with. Is Moses Moody in the discussion?
I mean, he's in the discussion. I mean, I said this at the beginning of the year. If the Warriors were going to go anywhere, Kuminga and Moody were going to have to be significant players because it's their time. They're young. They're the guys who should be driving this bus, not just along for a little cameo here or there. They're the guys who are lottery picks, who are now in year 4 or whatever. It's time for those guys to step it up. So, yeah. But I would say most improved has to be Quentin Post. I mean, my goodness, this guy came out of nowhere, and he's giving them really good minutes.
He's not
really good minutes.
Rookie, but sorry to interrupt you.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying as far as I bet you anything. I mean, Quentin Post's game has improved the most from where he was in the G League to where he is right now. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's a major factor.
HR in the chat brings up Harris Barden, famed left tackle for this, or was he a right tackle? I can't remember.
Right tackle. Harris.
He was a right tackle. But were him and Steve Young that close? Where like Young was attached to Barden like that?
I mean, they might have roomed together on the road or something, but I mean, it's not like that. This is pro football in the '90s. These guys wasn't like these guys. It wasn't Camp Waka Haka. I mean, you know.
And then HR in the chat asking really quickly, what will it take to integrate Jonathan Kuminga for the playoffs? Just minutes, time. I look as awkward as it may have been for Kuminga in the 4 games he's been back. I have no worries whatsoever that a few more games as he's going to look like what he was looking like before the injury. Ryan, I'll start with you just because Larry and I had a long discussion about Kuminga earlier. What are you seeing from him, man? At least from a body language perspective, you're in the arena, you're watching him there. Does he look dejected? I know I've noticed he's smiling a lot more. I don't know if he's got his teeth fixed or what's going on there, but I don't think he was smiling much tonight. What are you seeing from Kuminga in person?
Frustration, I would say. You know.
Okay.
I mean, he's shot 2 of 10 from the field tonight. He's got a lot of energy, of course. You know, he's a high energy guy, and of course he's got explosive ability, but it's just ball's not falling for him right now.
Yeah. By the way, Claudaddy Arcades, $4.99 just to drop a Cato.
Arcades. Claudaddy Arcades. You've been to an arcade.
Oh, arcades, just like we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Wait, is this the one that's sponsoring you?
This is my sponsor, Claudaddy Arcades. He's not only is he sponsoring, he's donating. Look at that.
There we go. I apologize. I thought arcades.
And that's a shout out for my reference that Kato Kalin, was OJ's sidekick.
Claudaddy Arcades.
Claudaddy Arcades. Does he have like old video games, or what is he?
No, he actually owns arcades. He's got an arcade that's just opening in the Bay Area. He's got a couple in Southern California. He's a great follow on Instagram at @Claw_Daddy_Arcades, and you can find a location near you. But yeah, he's got 3 locations in Southern California, Fresno, Modesto, and he's got a new location coming in the Bay Area.
Nice.
And he's a sponsor of the Kreuger Show, Claudaddy
Awesome.
Arcades.
I honestly thought that was like a name, and I'm glad Anonymous wrote like Hades the goddess. I honestly thought it was like some sort of old school Greek reference. My apologies, Claudaddy. It is Claudaddy Arcades.
Wait a second. Digital Drew's got a question for Claudaddy Arcades, because Digital Drew, who's in our chat right now at 11:15, is one of the creators of the video game Mortal Kombat.
Excuse me?
And he says, yeah, Digital
What?
Drew, who's a regular on the Kreuger Show, follows the show from his home office, I believe, in the Chicagoland area. So he actually, Mortal Kombat is made and created and developed in their offices there in Chicago. So Digital Drew is a creator of Mortal Kombat, and he's asking Claudaddy Arcades. He says, got any Mortal Kombat cabinets there? So Claudaddy, do you have any Mortal Kombat? We got to make sure that we get some Mortal Kombat in the Claudaddy Arcades.
Well, but I think just to follow up on that, Mortal Kombat, yeah, Adrian Gutierrez, that Mortal Kombat is one of the greatest,
one of the all-time
games
greatest. Yeah, it's one of the all-time
ever.
greatest video games of all.
Ever.
Yes.
So,
So
okay, real
Digital
quick,
Drew has been a fan of the Kreuger Show, and he just started calling in. And when I started taking video calls on Fridays and stuff, Kevin and I went videos on Wednesdays. Digital Drew would jump in. So and he's got a Mortal Kombat arcade game behind him. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, that all. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Digital
guess.
Drew says, "Whoop, should get Claudaddy some swag for the walls." I think I might be able to bring Claudaddy Arcades and Mortal Kombat's creator face to face, and we can make Claudaddy Arcades that much more Mortal Kombat related.
Is Digital Drew our first confirmed billionaire audience member? Because Mortal Kombat, that's
Well,
big.
I'm not
That's
sure if
big.
I'm not sure if he has the patent. You know what I mean? I think he may just work for the company that creates it. I think he does well, but something tells me if he was a billionaire, he wouldn't be listening to the Kreuger Show. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he is a billionaire.
Maybe
And if
I don't know.
that's-
I mean, that's crazy.
And if that's the case, we need to dial up our super chats. We really do. I don't know if you can give. I don't think you can give. I think there might be a limit. It might be $1 million limit on super chats.
You guys, real quick, what's your favorite video game of all time? Do you guys have a favorite video game?
Outside of Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm old school, right? I mean, I could go back to fucking Pong if I wanted to.
Go back. Yes.
I'll ask you. I got one. I got one for you, but you'll appreciate it, Larry.
I would say,
Mine was
okay,
Dragon
you know
Slayer.
what?
You guys remember Dragon
One
Slayer?
was, Dragon Slayer. I mean, Defender was pretty popular. Remember Defender?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
game. Yeah.
Defender
Yeah, I
was
remember
pretty
that.
popular. I liked some game. I liked Asteroids. I thought the graphics on
Okay.
Asteroids were pretty freaking amazing for the day, for the time that it was out in. It was pretty freaking amazing.
Were you an Atari 2600 owner?
Yeah, I had
was.
an Atari. I had
Same.
an Atari.
I had 2600.
Somebody says Donkey Kong.
Speaking of which, you know
I
what's
don't know
funny?
about Donkey Kong.
If you look
Pac-Man,
at the Valkyries logo, I was gonna say the Valkyries logo looks like the Tempest video game.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a good point.
There
we
was
got-
this
we got
video
Super
game I
Mario
used to play.
Brothers that has like 30 games out. By the way, I don't know if you played the newest one for the Nintendo Switch. So good. Like the Nintendo Switch has made some incredible games. There's another game on the Switch, the Zelda games, and I think they made 2 of them now. I haven't played the second one. That first one, I think I spent a year of my life, just 3 to 4 hours a day, just playing Zelda. The newest one is that good. Ryan, Larry, have you guys played GTA, Grand Theft Auto?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's not the best though.
Well, I
played
mean,
it
I'm not
in
gonna.
various forms.
Yeah, I would. I mean, that's not my favorite.
Leisure
but
Suit Larry.
okay.
That's a fun game.
Leisure
I'm-
Suit
I'm-
Larry was epic back in the day. I don't know if anybody young understands that reference, but
I used to love Madden, and sometimes during like the Christmas holiday break when I'm just I've got a bunch of free time or whatever, and I'm watching bowl games and drinking Jägermeister shots. I'll tell Kev or one of my other kids, I'm like, all right, let's go Madden. But then they get pissed at me.
Why?
Because I'll go no huddle, and then I'll run the hell out of the ball. I'll say, hey, let's play in the snow, and then I'll go no huddle on a run play that I've mastered, and I'll just run it down their throat, and then they, what's it called when you slam the controller down? What's it called?
I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, come on.
You mean when you slam, like just you?
Well, no,
like,
when people
I call it a
quit,
Sam Pesh.
quit in anger, we're playing video games. It's called something.
I don't know Ryan, do you know? I mean, we're being called boomers by the best to ever do it, based on our video game references.
Yeah, whatever.
Rage quit. Thank you. Rage quit. Rage quit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what my kid does. I'll drive him to rage quit by no huddling in the Madden, game in the snow with a great running back, and I'm just running it down his throat. He'll rage quit. Thank you. Claudaddy Arcade says rage quit. Thank you.
What does it say about your personality if you rage quit like 5 times a day? Just like eating, TV.
I always tell my kids never quit. But if you're gonna quit, rage quit.
I've rage quit on the Warriors. Have you ever
rage quit
driving?
Have you ever rage quit on a live stream?
Good question.
I almost did it with Damon Bruce one time, but I was just like, I almost did.
Wow.
I almost did.
Dude, stop, man.
Wow.
Look at Rye's like, I've entered a totally different realm. I need a drink. Rye's like, get me a drink.
Come on, dude. What? Do you remember what the topic was that you almost rage quit?
No, I don't. I know. And believe me, it was more than one. There's been more than one.
Oh my God. I've rage quit on dates. I've rage quit taking a dump. I think I've rage quit everything.
I may rage quit on the Niners on draft night if they don't do something. If the 49ers on day 2 of the draft another kicker, I will seriously lose it.
I feel like a lot of people in the audience have rage quit on Kuminga quite a few times. Ryan, have you ever rage quit on anything? Ryan.
He rage quit on high school.
He's rage quitting on the show right now. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's rage quit on this live stream. What are you drinking, by the way? What are you drinking?
Yeah, good question.
It's a Chardonnay that the Warriors, the maker Chardonnay. I don't know.
You're drinking Chardonnay?
It's got some.
I like that.
Yeah, I like beer too.
This is just killing the cow. This is just giving this show a bad vibe, a bad rep. Okay, there you go. He's got a beer.
All right, I'll drink the Stella next time.
On the job.
Is this what Bay Area media? Let's keep everybody fucked up. I mean, why is that much alcohol down there? Seriously, maybe they'll write that we're good. Well, they'll write that the game was good. We'll give them a bunch of free beer, and you're drinking Chardonnay out of a can. Jesus, nothing says class like Chardonnay out of a can.
I'm trying to keep with the whole. See, there you go.
Oh my God!
Hey, baby, you want a glass? Here, have a glass of Chardonnay out of a can. Niner bangs like these guys are high.
I wish. In 5 minutes, I will.
Coleman Sports, I rage quitted on life.
Dude, I think we've all thought about it. I think that's crossed my mind a few times at least. All right. Rage quit. I like that. That's a good term. Okay. Let's look at this.
Wait, here we go. Digital Drew on the bottom. It's got a great debate question. What's worse, wine from a can or a box?
Can.
I'd say box.
I'd say can.
No, it's a can.
I think
It's a
box
can
wine's
for
the worst.
sure.
Really?
Box wine? Some of the greatest wines in the world come in a box.
I'm gonna say box.
Well, maybe
too,
not, but maybe
the
not.
Organic element. I'm gonna, and Claudaddy Arcade is. I'm kidding.
Arcades.
I know. I'm kidding. Claudaddy Arcade saying canned Chardonnay. Hey now.
Right. How much is left in that canned Chardonnay?
Quite a bit. I didn't drink that much of it yet.
How about this? Can we get a $20 donation to see Rye chug the rest of that Chardonnay on this stream?
Please.
If we can get it, he's not going to do it for free. But if somebody will do a $20 super chat to either Cy, I guess, or myself, or I guess to Rye. But if we can get a $20 super chat,
I'll send it to Ryan directly.
$20 super chat, or if people want to contribute to $20, we'll do a running thing. If we can get $20 worth of super chats, Rye will slam his can of Chardonnay.
Will you do that, Ryan? Do you agree?
Will you agree to this? Look at that! Look at that!
Thumbs up, and there it is.
Put it on the board. Look at that! Look at that!
Digital Drew.
Slam
with
it!
Mortal Kombat money.
Slam it!
The Mortal Kombat money.
Goodbye, Chardonnay. Bye-bye, Chardonnay. Right. As Radnich would say, goodbye, Salinas. Bye-bye, Salinas.
Well, that's good. At least we figured out that's the one thing that you guys didn't anticipate we do on the show tonight was me chugging a can of Chardonnay on the
Nobody chugged Chardonnay like you. Oh, it called Eddie Arcades. Look at that. You got another one. Do
you have any more Chardonnay?
Do you have any more Chardonnay nearby? Can you get some more Chardonnay?
No, I don't. I have the beer, but not Chardonnay.
I'm gonna get some
beer. We'll do the beer.
That quickly.
Oh, come on! You went to if you went to Sandy. Where'd you go to college? Where'd you go to college? Where did you go to college, Rye?
SF State.
I figured.
SF State. I mean, I'll do the best I can, but I don't know how well I'm going to chug it. I'll give it a shot.
Partying at SF State.
It's a little more mature crowd there, yeah.
I'll chug my latte. Oh, here we go.
Pound it, dude.
Wait. Make him the big screen. Put him in the big screen. Oh, can you put him in the big screen? Oops. He's going to be chugged before he's done. Can you get him in the big screen?
Shit.
There we go. There we go. Look at that.
With Chase Center behind
look at that.
What an aesthetic, dude.
Claudette Arcades brings you. Dump it over your head.
Bravo, Ryan.
Woo, look at you. Go Cats. Get them Cats. Go get them Cats.
Oh, boy.
Look at that.
Bravo.
Look at that.
Okay.
Bravo.
That is sweet. Right.
Legend, brother.
Look at that.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
You guys got to check out my show I'm doing on Friday nights with Johnny Lund.
Why?
We're doing an in-game Giants baseball like live cast. I've got a little wraparound that has the scoreboard and the whole deal that shows the innings.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do kind of a watch party, but we're gonna do beer shots for home runs, 7th inning stretch. We're gonna have some fun with it.
Every Friday, you guys are gonna do this?
We're gonna do it every Friday, yeah.
So the show is gonna happen during the game. It's gonna be like
during the game. Giants play at 4. We're on at 4. I mean, we're gonna start on opening day, which is technically a Thursday. Then there's no Friday game. For whatever reason, that's kind of a weird schedule. But there's no Friday game in Cincinnati, so we're gonna go opening day, and then every Friday night we're gonna go on when the Giants game goes on, and we'll talk a little Giants, but we'll talk other things as well. And we're going to do like kind of a beer chug type thing.
Is this on playback or is this going to be on your YouTube channel?
No, it's going to be on the YouTube channel and Johnny's as well. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. All right.
Friday nights, man. Friday nights. We're going to turn it out. It's going to be big.
So, folks, if you like watching media personalities chuck and booze, you could do it every Friday night. Just do it, Larry. I won't. Shots of beer, though, Larry. I mean, you can't.
Not shots. I'm talking about glasses of beer. I don't want to yak or anything, but I mean, I'm gonna go. A glass of beer, and for every home run, we're gonna chug. We're also gonna chug when we get to certain numbers of supers. Like there's a new thing in the thing where you can put a target. Like if you want Cy to chug a beer, you can do it after 100 super chat. So we're going to do that. We'll play around with it on Friday nights. It'll be a kind of little Manning cast-ish. We're going to invite some other people on and have guests and that kind of thing. It'll be fun.
Good stuff. It's a good format. I respect it. Let's check out the standings really fast before we go, because the Warriors won tonight, and every one of these games does matter. So the Warriors, really quickly, I'll just
Digital
provide an
Drew
update.
with a shout out to Rye there.
Yeah, big time. Ryan, you were champion tonight, brother. Yeah. Adrian Gutierrez is right. Jimmy Butler was not the player of the game tonight. No. It was Ryan Leong. Follow him on Twitter at Ryan Leong.
Nobody slams canned Chardonnay like Ryan Leong.
Like me.
You know what? That might be your thing from now on. Hey, let's welcome on Ryan Leong. Nobody. Remember they used to be. Remember NBC Sports Bay Area. Nobody knows the Niners like Matt Miyoko.
Yes.
Nobody slams canned Chardonnay like Ryan Leong.
Like Ryan Leong.
Seriously, hey, this thing's got some legs to it. I'm telling you, when you're like Mr. Beast making millions, don't forget us little people over here.
It's catchy. It is catchy too. Agreed.
Nobody drinks canned Chardonnay like Ryan Leong.
Well, so the standings real fast, and then we're out of here. The Houston Rockets and the Denver Nuggets are both 4 games ahead of the Golden State Warriors for the 2 seed. The Lakers and the Grizzlies 3 games ahead of the Warriors for the 4 seed, and the Warriors are a half game ahead of Minnesota, 1 game ahead of the Clippers, and I think that's all the relevancy there. I don't think the Kings have a shot of catching up to the Warriors, so that's where we're at. Larry, your prediction, final question for the night, and I'm asking both of you this. Larry, I'll start with you first. What seed will the Warriors end up in when the season's over?
I'm going to say the 6th seed.
So they're going to stay where they are. All right.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to jump Memphis. I think they'll wind up in the 6th seed.
By the way, Digital Drew saying that his wife's going to yell at him for the mysterious $20 financial transaction.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't pity you married folks.
No, once again, Digital Drew, you just look her in the eye, and with total seriousness, you say to her, nobody drinks canned Chardonnay like Ryan Leong. And just, that's it. That's all you need to say. Just drop that line on her and see her reaction. That would be awesome.
Ryan, your prediction for the Warriors seeding.
He's wasted.
Are you wasted already or done?
We mentioned this yesterday when you had me on, and I went, no, I'm fine. No, I'm good. No, I think they're going to stay at 6th. I mean, they might get lucky to get to 5th, but that's really unlikely. I see them. I think as long as the Warriors don't have to go to the play-in tournament, they're fine being at 6.
I just hope the first round matchup is not Denver. That's all I ask, man. Do not give the Warriors Denver in the first round. Anything else? Are we done, Larry? Anything?
Ryan's got more Chardonnay, and we're going to call it a night.
You have more Chardonnay, Ryan?
No, he doesn't have more Chardonnay.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
that was entertaining, Ryan. I didn't.
No, I don't actually. I just drank what I had, so which is probably good. I didn't. Thank you.
You're good. Hey, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
If he started busting out like multiple cans of Chardonnay, the people there would be like, "Hey, stop hoarding the Chardonnay." You know what I mean? And the last thing you want is to get that reputation as the guy who hoards the Chardonnay.
Coop in the chat. This has been a word. This is a word that's prevalent lately. Aura. A-U-R-A. And Coop is saying, Ryan, you've got it, brother. You've got the aura. So congratulations.
YouTube user on the bottom says, new sponsor, canned Chardonnay.
Oh, I like that. Email Warriors24pod if you want to sponsor us and you make canned Chardonnay. Or Larry Kreuger. I don't know how people can contact you, Larry. I'm guessing Twitter at Sports Larry K. Right? Is that the best way?
Yeah, that is the best way. Okay. By the way, have you guys ever gone to a restaurant and brought your own bottle of wine?
I have done that, yes.
Really?
You pay a corkage fee. Yeah, I used to be a wine snob once upon a time.
Excuse me, what is your corkage fee?
Well, you forgot the pinky. You have to do the pinky. Excuse me, sir.
What is your corkage fee?
It's usually like $25 or something. Well, why do you ask? That's a random question to bring up. Why?
Well, no, I was just thinking wine and,
I've never brought a canned wine. I mean, if that's what you're asking.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. It would be awesome if you brought, because it's kind of a highfalutin thing to do, right?
Yes.
If you're like, excuse me, sir, what is your corkage fee? That would be hilarious if Rye walked into like a fine restaurant, asked them what their corkage fee was, and then busted out the canned Chardonnay.
I would.
I mean, seriously, I would love to see what the wine steward at a 5-star restaurant would say about the can of Chardonnay.
Especially if it's on a first date. Ryan, you're single, right?
Yeah, I'm single, yes.
Not
that
by
would be
choice,
the
though.
move of moves. First date, get a classy restaurant, and then bust out the can.
Bust out some cans of Jersey or some other canned wine. Sure, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Excuse me, this is a special occasion. You crack it.
Yeah.
This is a special occasion. I'd like to toast.
Oh, boy.
All right, brother. Brian,
MJ
get home
says,
safe,
take,
please.
MJ,
All right?
MJ says, take your corkage fee and shove it right there.
I'll be
exactly.
fine. I'll be good. I'll be good. I'm not.
Are you be all right? Should we call you an Uber?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. No, I'm good. In fact, I got to walk to my car anyway. It's a short walk from Chase to my car. I'll be a little fresh air. I'll be good. I'll get some water. So yeah, I'll be fine. That was fun though. I did not anticipate chugging a Chardonnay and a beer on.
When was the last time you actually? When was the last time you were asked to chug anything?
It's been a long time. It's been
a while, huh? It's been a while.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's all good. I'm glad I can come. I showed up for the challenge.
Larry,
That's right. You rose to the occasion.
I rose to the occasion, right? Yes.
That's right.
Larry, it's been a long time since you've been asked to chug a beer or anything, right? I mean, like,
no, I did it. I did it on Super Bowl Sunday. We chugged after. We did it on Super Bowl Sunday. We just had super chats, and we said, hey, if you get to 100 super chats, Larry's going to chug his entire beer. And we got to it, and I did. By the way, Digital Drew says, dude, I would pay I would pay incredible money to see the sommelier's face. I just said sommelier while I'm eating ramen. The sommelier is the wine snob who's in charge of the wine at the restaurant.
Yes,
but that would be so awesome. That would almost be like what are those guys on True TV? Those guys from New York,
the comedians or the pranksters?
Yeah, the pranksters.
I forgot their name, but I know what
that
you're
would
talking
be
about.
almost like that level. If all of a sudden you busted out canned wine and some 5-star.
And you pay the corkage fee for 2 glasses, and you just look like yeah, absolutely. Sign me up.
You're cracking cans.
Sign me up.
Impractical jokers. Impractical jokers. Thank you.
Ryan, drive safe, please. All right, I don't want to see you in the news.
No, all good. I've done worse. Believe me, this is not something I'm worried about.
Do you want to talk about? Would you like to talk about when you've done worse?
Well, I've had a buddy that used to like give me stone on weed, and I drove home from like San Jose to San Francisco. That was
okay, all right. Too much info. Too much.
Okay, well, you asked.
There's always somebody. There's always somebody who takes it a little too far. A little too far.
Knock on wood. I did not get like pulled over anything for that, because that's something that I don't think I would have passed a sobriety check for something like that.
Do you realize that Do you realize that Cy may get fired from his YouTube channel?
No.
Honestly, man, like Ryan's.
I'm just joking. You can't fire Cy from this YouTube.
Your innocence, Ryan, is very endearing. I'll give you that, man. I love you. I love your story. You're like, well, I smoked weed once. And
Ryan's like, hey, I don't
more than once.
No big deal.
But it was
no big deal about the canned Chardonnay. I'm gonna go twist up a fatty on the way to my car. I mean, that's really what he's telling us.
No, I won't be doing that. But yeah. So anyway, I
want to get away?
Say if I could. No. If I was going to point out just last thing on this game tonight again.
Yeah.
The Warriors had a lot of turnovers.
Back to the game.
Yeah, but they still managed to like pull through in this one. I honestly thought the Warriors were going to lose this game. I really did. I mean, but they came out like gangbusters. I mean, a lot better than they did last night, right? They really. Well, I mean, only a 5-point lead in the first quarter, but they had 2 quarters where they held the Bucks to 17 points in the second and the fourth quarter apiece.
Brian's like, I smoked crack and drove from SF.
No, I did not do that. Never smoke crack.
Hey man, that ain't nothing. This canned Chardonnay shit ain't nothing.
If you
I went cross country on some PCP. I mean, what are we talking about? All right,
nice.
I think we're done.
We are.
I think that's a wrap. What happened there?
Popping all the. There's a lot of like Thunder Sticks that are probably being
Wait a
popped.
second. Did somebody crack a Chardonnay? Do I hear somebody crack a Chardonnay there?
Oh my God, dude.
I could have swore I heard somebody crack a Chardonnay.
This is too much, brother. This is
All
too
right,
much.
that's enough.
A digital Drew asking a serious sports question before we go. What does the rotation for the Warriors look like in the playoffs?
It's gonna be short. Well, I would think it's going to be a little shorter, Drew, than it is right now.
Yeah.
Kerr's using an awful lot of guys, but it's really difficult to pare this thing down. And I think some of the good vibe that they have is because so many guys play. I would say the one thing I fear is that Kerr gets nervous in the playoffs, doesn't play post, and overplays Looney.
You know what I'm even more worried about, Larry, than that? That he overplays Buddy Hield. That's the player I don't want too many minutes to be coming from. Please don't play Buddy when he's shooting bad. Please. That's what I plead for Steve Kerr.
My biggest fear is that they run out of canned Chardonnay, and Rye's got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
And the dealers on the streets run out of crack cocaine. You can't have that either. You need the crack cocaine. Sorry, let's get out of here. We're done. Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Oh yeah. Last comment in the private chat. You see that, Cyrus?
Ryan, take a jog across the Golden Gate. That one.
That maker is name of the Chardonnay you're drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
I don't know.
Trying to get a sponsor in here.
Write that. I don't get it.
No, I just because they were asking like what kind of wine is it? That's all.
Oh, the wine is called Maker. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Larry. People can follow you one more time on Twitter at SportsLarryK. Subscribe to the Kreuger Show. Everybody, where are you at these days? I crossed 4,000 recently, so I'm guessing you're what 53,000 ahead of me. Like where are you in the in the grand scheme?
Well, I mean, I don't have a canned wine sponsor, but things are going well. Let me tell you, up to the moment, where we're at. Just so you know, we are at 56,226 subs right now. So please, everybody, hit like and subscribe over at the Kreuger Show. We have to eat.
Bravo, dude. That is huge. And Ryan, you've got a program as well, Bay Area Sports Rap. Is that all you got to do? Just type that in YouTube and people can find it?
Yes. Yeah. I think the URL. I think it's BA Sports Rap is what you type up to find it as far as like the on the YouTube channel. Yeah. So BA Sports Rap, or just type in Bay Area Sports Rap. Yeah, it's got a BA logo. And
Larry, before we go, what's your take on the
podcast? But I also try to post video of all the post games.
Is it problematic? Is it problematic when you have BA in your title that you get maybe people searching for other things that somehow find you? No.
Not that I noticed, no.
Not really. Just totally over his head there. All right, Rye, good stuff, bro. Good to see you, man.
This is good. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody follow Rye.
Sure.
Yes. Everybody
follow cats, get them cats. Once again, Rye, nobody drinks canned Chardonnay like Ryan Leong. Ryan.
Sorry. Bye-bye.